Hey guys, excited for the opportunity that I have to talk to you about some of the things that I've been learning this semester while I've been doing my senior project. The new thing that I've been learning is React. So what is it? Basic way that I would describe it is it's just a JavaScript front-end framework. It was created by Facebook back in 2011, and then it was open sourced in 2013. It allows you to build responsive components based for your user interfaces. So let's take a look at this. These are some screenshots from my senior project. But like it says on the side, React components are meant to handle user interactions without having to reload the page. So it allows you to build a single page application that's a web app. And it does this by confining reloads to the component level. And it calls those reloads re-renders. It also, the component-based design allows for modular design and easy reuse of components. That's what I'm highlighting here. So like you can see, this is what it looks like, but if you were to break it down to a component level, everything in red, that's a widget component that I'm reusing. These orange ones are playlist tile components. And then we have a widget header component in blue that has the title and the privacy tag for the widget. You can see I'm reusing a song component in that list. It just helps with modular design. So in the past, React was primarily class-based components. Functional components weren't an option. It was just the original way of doing things. But over time, developers started to get bogged down in boilerplate code whenever they had to create a new component. And the creators of React decided to shift to functional components. And as you can see here, here's two examples. Here's a class on top. You have some boilerplate code for the class, whereas a function, you have way less boilerplate code. They also help to abstract away some of the complexities associated with working with classes. So this video on the side will show what I'm talking about, but the way that components are able to react to user input is because of a concept called state. So in React, you can create state variables and you can bind those variables to a component. So when the state variable changes, it will change throughout the whole application. And that causes all components that are bound to that state to re-render, aka they're reacting, and that's where the name came from. So as you can see here, this video, I'm clicking on the different songs, clicking on the privacy tags, and I'm clicking on the playlists. And everything's loading without having to reload the page. It's because the state is confined to the component level. It's really cool. So another important concept, and the last one I'm going to explain, with functional components, there's this idea of hooks. So hooks are just built-in React helpers that allow you to do cool stuff. Some of them are the use state hook, the use effect hook, and the use ref hook. There's actually 7 hooks in total. Those are just 3 of them, and you can create your own custom hooks. But they always have to start with use for React to recognize it as a hook. But here's an example of my privacy tag that you saw back there. Everything in red is the state variable. We're using the use state hook. You can see it right here. So we're initializing the state of the component to whatever the text is. And then we have the variable to reference that state. And then we also, out of the box, get a setter function that allows us to update that state. So I'm passing those into a function called toggle privacy. And then right here, we can see we're looking at the index of the current privacy setting. So I'm referencing that state variable. And then I'm finding the index for the next privacy setting and setting it to that using the setter function. So it's really cool. But that's just the basics of React. Really quick look at them. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do. I hope that you guys get the chance to look into it. It's definitely worth it. Okay, we'll see you later.